Pfizer uses System 1, as you know, for all of our ads now. So I think we've tested 300 ads over the last couple of years. We think that having the sort of standardized approach with really clear benchmarks linked to ROI, that allows us to be able to understand how our various ads are performing against themselves, but also how they're performing against other benchmarks, has been extremely useful for us to be able to improve the sort of emotional resonance of the advertising that we've put out there. So our sort of partnership on the big game ad is not unique. We do it with all ads. That having been said, the other big statistic that I'm really proud of is I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but not only is it the highest scoring pharmaceutical ad that you have in your database, but it's also in the top 2% of all ads that you have in your database. I think this has been absolutely a group effort to be able to get here. So if we were looking at multiple different versions, so do we talk about multiple therapy areas? Do we just talk about one? Pfizer has lots of medicines and vaccines in different categories. And so was there a specific place that we should focus, et cetera? So you put all of those into System 1 to start to get a sense of where we should narrow down. And we started to land on the kind of concept that ultimately became the big game ad at that point. Then the next big pivot point was we actually had two different endings to the ad as well. And they both scored reasonably similarly. And I remember you looking at sort of the trace scores and being able to say, look, this one, it scores really well, this ending, but I think you're about at the peak that you're going to be able to get to in terms of emotional resonance. Whereas this other one, if you can sort of overcome a blip that we were seeing at a certain point in the ad, then I think you can actually get to an even higher emotional resonance. So we don't test something at the end and then sort of hope that it works. We're testing it all the way through. We're looking at it sort of second by second, making decisions about how swapping things out, switching things around will make a difference in terms of the story arc and then also the emotional reaction as well. So the ad itself is the result of many, many rounds of testing and many, many rounds of feedback and advice, I think both from the agency side, from our side, and then also from your side as well.